So here we are back on that machine remote 1. This is the same server we were using back in that last module. And you'll see here that I've actually added another network that I have called other network here, which I've also given a very strange IP address, which is 193.169.1.106. Now, the only reason why I've done that is because there's kind of a hard-coded limitation in direct access. It really wants an external IP address. So the fakery that we did back in that last module with our 192.168 net address is something direct access just simply won't support. If you need to actually create this network up in VMware Workstation, I am once again breaking the fourth wall here. In VMware Workstation with the Virtual Network Editor, you'll notice down here that I've created a VMnet5 virtual network that corresponds to the 193.169.1.0 net. And you could literally make this anything you wanted to. It just has to be a public subnet address that's not one of the set-aside reserved private ones. I created this as 193.169 just because it was one number off of the traditional Class C private net address 192.168. So for this, I've associated this with VMnet5, and then here for the virtual machine, if I again break the fourth wall and take a look at the virtual machine configuration, I've added a third network adapter here for VMnet5. So what this does is it essentially gives me the ability to then configure that third network adapter here with this 193.169 net address. If I flip back over here to the desktop computer that we were dealing with before, this desktop computer also has that 193.169 net address. And again, the only reason why we're doing this is to support that requirement on the part of direct access, that baked-in requirement for it to be a true public external address. I've given this machine 193.169.1.50. I have also for this machine, if you were paying exquisite attention, upgraded the machine here to Windows 8.1 Enterprise because direct access only works with the Enterprise version of the desktop operating system. Windows 8.1 Pro just simply will not work. So you have to have a version of Enterprise for it to function. And I will tell you that the error messages that you get are not easy to track down. So make sure you're using Enterprise Edition for this to function. I will mention also that I've also gone through the process of installing a fully trusted certificate onto my machine remote 1. This fully trusted certificate here is one that external client can access. And if I open up the console here and reassociate it with the computer account, I can show you this certificate that corresponds to the externally resolvable address for my machine remote1.company.pri. So this certificate is trusted. The client trusts it. The client has access to the Krill distribution point so it can check the revocation status of this certificate. All of these will be required for us to begin the process of installing direct access, which will be our very next step.